Oh, shit. Oh, fuck it up.
Candy Taz Ask an Artist, episode 5. And then do something fun.
Do something fun.
Yeah, twerk.
Yeah, do a backflip.
Yeah.
Do a backflip.
Do a handstand.
Oh my god.
Do a handstand.
Handstand push-ups.
Try to do a handstand.
Backbend, nothing crazy.
We'll hold your ankles if you want.
Just all Sky go.
Can we do that?
Do a split.
Wait, say again, what do I say?
Scissor the chair.
Ask an Artist, episode 5.
Kenny Tats, Ask an Artist, episode 5.
You're so fun.
I like that one the most, I'm not gonna lie. Sky's just like,
Much better.
Did,
I
I'm
just
the
did a
last.
little
Did everybody
spinny.
go?
Yeah.
All right, as you know, we're answering questions people have sent to us. This is Ask an Artist. They send all questions through my Facebook, social media, everything like that, stuff they want to know. I always bring special guests on. Today we got Lisa in the building.
Lisa Frank.
She is an artist, just like Lisa Frank. This is one of my newest artists. I love the way that she's growing. She's taking her time, starting slow and not. There's a lot of artists that start out and rush into it and try to just, I want a tattoo, I want to be an artist. No, Lisa's a grown woman here, and she went to college, graphic design. Tell them about yourself. What'd you do? You did graphic design for several years, right?
Yeah, I've done graphic design pretty much my whole life, but I graduated from Full Sail University with my Bachelor of Science degree in computer animation, specializing in compositing, VFX, digital matte paintings, 3D sculpting and modeling, and
We don't even know what that shit means, but yeah.
basically just film, like film work.
A lot of people come in here and say like, I've never tattooed before, but I want to be an artist, and I'm like, yeah, whatever. She came in here and she's like, let me show you some of my drawings at least, and my mind was blown. I'm like, well,
For qualified.
yeah, I'm like, what did you draw out of this? Like, I get it, this is from the internet. She's like, no, it's not. I drew the whole thing. I'm like, get the hell, I didn't comprehend. So she slowly took her way into it. She did go and get licensed. She's been practicing on fake scan. She's like, yeah, I practiced tonight. I only had a mag, and this is the best I could do. I'm like, send me a picture. That shit was crazy.
It was beautiful.
It was an eyeball that looked like a damn real eyeball.
it was wild.
So when you said to me, I want to skip all the line work and little shit and go into realism, I'm like, good luck. Now, she's ready. Y'all be booking with her because she's going to blow up. She's one of our newest artists. But I'm going to tell you this. The reason why I wanted to bring her on today is because you have no tattoos, correct?
Correct.
Oh my god.
Not one.
We got a virgin.
Blank canvas.
So she's one of the artists and few people left on this earth that have no tattoos at all. So, I mean, before we even go into questions that were asked to us, I'm sure like you have a lot of questions, not just about like, oh, what does a tattoo feel like or anything, but being an artist, like what are some questions off the top of your head that you may have that we can answer and help you with?
I think more of my questions are technically related. As for actually being tattooed, I mean, I guess that's probably everybody's biggest question is how bad is it gonna hurt, you know?
Like your questions are like application, like you want to learn what mags to use and what's the difference.
yeah.
I mean, you can feel free. If you had to pick the top question you have right now, even if it's an artist question, because there's people that watch this that are wanting to be artists, what would be like your biggest question that you've wondered coming into this?
My biggest question about the industry itself or actually tattooing?
Any way you want to, we'll do both. We'll do your biggest question about an artist tattooing, and then your biggest question in the industry.
Okay, I mean, my eyes have been opened a lot just since I met you guys. So some of these questions have kind of been answered, but at the same time, being an older artist, I guess you could say, or like starting at my age, you know, have you seen that? Like, is it possible to switch careers no matter your age, no matter your situation? If this is, you know, something you want, is it feasible to still get it this old?
100%.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've had people here who have been.
Because I think a lot of the
It's
things
never
like
too late
with
for
people
anything,
getting
yeah.
tattoos, they don't care if you're a grandma tattooing them or if
Yeah.
you're 15 years old.
Yeah.
What they care about is the results.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I think one of my biggest things is the work is never finished. You know, and that perfectionism as an artist, I think every artist has it to some degree. I'm extremely anal about, you know, my work, what I put my name on, you know, and things like that. So, you know, how do you cope with...
Try to get past that.
Yeah, like how
I think everything's a learning. I think even some of the best artists, like in the whole world, they don't think, finally, I've reached the point and I'm done.
Yeah.
Like, they're
always
still
learning.
always learning. Like, there's people that kind of like look up to me, and I'm like, dude, I suck. Have you seen... like, yeah, like I look up to other people. There's always room for growth no matter where you're at. So I definitely feel like you're going to really jump into this and be way ahead of the league. You're just learning a new medium. I feel like the biggest difference with tattooing that is going to be your struggle is not learning the medium or the application or technique or anything like that. Your biggest thing is going to be marketing. I feel like
That's very true.
I feel like I've had to adapt over the years with, dude, when I started out, I swear to God, we were writing people's numbers down in like our little paper phone book and like calling them back like, hey, how's your tattoo heal? And you ready? Stuff like that. Marketing nowadays is like Facebook, social media. Like I'm thinking about starting a Twitter because people are, I don't have a Twitter, but people are telling me, oh, Twitter, I got all these followers. I think social media is like the biggest thing. You gotta make a TikTok. You gotta make a Facebook. You gotta do these weird trends where you shake your butt and like. We've done some weird TikTok trends.
Yeah.
Y'all done said, hey, let's make this video before, and I'm like, really? I gotta do that? But it's a lot of tattooing nowadays is all about your marketing and your social media base and word of mouth. You know, you have to get the people talking about you. And the only way to do that is not telling them, hey, tell your friend to tell their friend. It's about posting and social media and blowing up.
I mean, I've seen people that are honestly could use some more practice, and they're very busy.
Me?
So, no,
I'll take
I
that.
mean, that's
I will say that. There are people way better than me.
I wasn't talking about anyone at the shop, by the way, but I see that all the time, like where they're very busy, but they're like they could be better, you know. Like, but it's just like they reach the right people, you know.
Well, I've heard that too, where they're like really, really good artists, like crazy good, but their shops are empty all the time because they don't.
Well, me,
market.
like, all right, me being this humble person that I am, so humble, I will say, like, I've seen these posts on, like, groups, like, local groups, where they're like, hey, I'm looking for a tattoo artist. My name's mention, and then the person messages me.
Yeah.
But then I feel kind of bad because I see an artist way better than me mentioned in there, and I'm like, damn, dude, I kind of...
Just like one little comment.
Yeah, like, he's only mentioned once, and I'm like, that's kind of unfair. Like, that dude hands down is better than me. I know him personally. Why am I scoring this tattoo based
Honestly?
only off of my popularity?
Yeah.
You know, like,
honestly, I feel like a lot of people come here for the environment that we have, and like
True.
honestly, our prices are very, very fair. You know, it can like.
duh, we're the Dollar General. tattoo shop.
Riz, okay?
We got tattoo
The
Riz.
Walmart.
All right, relax.
All
We're
right.
Target. We're Target.
Target, yeah.
But like on the red sale days, shit.
Yeah. All right, so the other question that we're gonna let you ask is not having no tattoos. We already know you don't put bumper stickers on a Ferrari, okay? But as not having no tattoos, what is your tattoo client question? Your top question that you would wonder. You can't ask how bad does it hurt.
Yeah, because I know that's subjective.
Yeah.
So I know that's
Some people like pain.
unreal. Yeah,
Yeah,
some people do.
sure.
Choke mate.
Oh gosh.
Oh my God.
I think one of my biggest questions, which is why I haven't gotten one yet, is, you know, some people get them, they turn it into a fun thing, they don't necessarily need something special or meaningful. Some people, that's all they want, and I'm trying to figure out, you know, how to kind of reconcile both of those and like do things that might mean something to me, but I'm also an artist, so I want to start practicing on myself. So
Yep.
there are going to be things I'm not going to like.
Yeah.
So
I
how
feel
do
like
you?
I feel like it would be so hard for you because you do such intense, like, beautiful stuff. Like, it'd be hard for someone else to do a piece on you that's like up to your standards.
That's what
I
I
feel
told
like,
her.
I feel like,
yo, if I were to tattoo you, like, this is dog shit.
oh my
Yeah,
God,
that
I
sucks.
wouldn't feel worthy.
Especially like when she blows up and she's a good artist and she's like, yo, Kenny, I want a tattoo. I'm like, fuck.
But to be honest, the best way to practice on yourself is tattooing yourself. I tattooed my whole leg. That's how I.
Well, and that's what I
practice,
hear, and
you know?
and then the biggest question, we just talked about this. Do I tattoo myself for my first tattoo, or do I let someone else tattoo my first tattoo?
I would
No.
honestly say let's.
I think,
Yeah.
you've already picked up a lot on the fake skin, but I think now transitioning to real skin, being yourself, that not only helps you if you transition and tattoo someone else, then you're like, oh yeah, the skin's a little different, it takes it easier. But if you're doing it on yourself, not only are you going to pick up on that, but you're also going to pick up on pain. Oh, when I do this motion, it's a little more painful. You'll know what you're doing to someone else. It's kind of like
Yeah.
when police officers become police, they have to be tased.
Yeah.
To know, to know what
That's
it's
a
like
good-
when they do it to someone else.
a good
So I feel like
comparison.
if you never tattooed yourself and then you're tattooing other people and you're arguing like, no, I gotta get this in solid black. At least if you did a tattoo on yourself, you would know what you're also putting
Yeah.
them through.
Yes, but my question is, so yeah, I am planning on practicing on myself. That's gonna happen. But do you think that because I've never been tattooed, the shock of it, the feeling of it, and then I'm not gonna be able to
She
like.
might be a little too nervous.
Well, that's
Oh,
what I'm
maybe,
saying. like,
maybe.
I told her don't
Maybe-
go for something big.
once
You may-
somebody else
yeah.
does it, I'll know a little bit what to expect, and then I won't.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe just like a small one. Have
Honestly,
someone
when I tattoo myself, I don't even feel it.
Really?
That's a good point though. It might be like, dude, I
You know you're doing it.
can't imagine like doing your first tattoo you ever got, you doing it.
yourself.
Because as soon as that needle touches, you're like, whoa!
Yeah.
Holy-
That's a
You're
little
like, what am I
intense.
doing to
Right?
myself?
Like,
Yeah.
First one, I didn't even look at it. I was like, just go.
Yeah.
That is
I've never thought about
I don't think
that
I've ever
before.
met anyone even in
Be
that
a guinea pig for
position.
that one, please, for the love of God.
Well, I might.
It's
Like, I'm-
different when you're getting your first tattoo at a shop and you're like, all right, fuck, just do it.
Yeah.
But if you're doing it,
Like, you gotta look at it.
yeah.
Well, yeah, you have
Yeah.
to. You
Putting
still have
yourself
to be.
through pain.
Yeah,
That's
like,
fucking
you're
deep
feeling
right
it,
there.
and you have to keep your hands.
That's a mental
Like, I
Yeah.
don't know. I just feel like that, but you know,
I don't know.
it's a good.
If
lesson
I were
learned.
you, I would have someone else do like a
small,
one.
yeah.
Small, yeah. Yeah.
And just
I know
watch, like make
something.
sure you watch, and then that way you have at least an idea.
Dude, we're about to change your whole fucking life.
I want my legs
You're like
already
the
changed.
upward
Yeah.
coaster. It's just
She's
about to
gonna
be
have a
wild.
sleeve.
She's
in
like
6
so,
months.
she's vanilla with kids, never been tattooed her whole life.
You're
Now-
gonna get Neapolitan this month.
Yeah, bro, now she's about to, her fucking family and everyone's gonna be like, bro, you went in that tattoo shop, now you're fucking all tatted up with face tats.
Batty now.
You should have seen Brie when she first started. Look at her now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She
true.
got black hair. and
She's got
emo
purple
and
hair now.
tattoos. Yeah, she's got colored hair.
Bro, her family's gonna be like, you're wearing fishnets now.
She's a goddess.
You're wearing fishnets.
Here she was
Yeah, I'll
in
give
a
you some.
sweater and jeans. Like,
Yeah, I remember.
literally.
Remember when Bree started? Like, oh
She
my
had
God.
like blonde, all natural or
Natural.
Yeah.
natural hair.
Oh my God. And now she's just wild with the.
She's a
Oh my gosh.
Love you, Kenny.
what?
Oh my God. In 1 year, Lisa's gonna have an.
It's okay. It's okay. If you need help, we got you.
Hey!
We'll start you off at $30 a month.
Family here.
All right. New artist
My
questions.
mom never watches.
Oh, whatever.
I love you.
My mom
Alright.
knows.
I got a question for a lot of you guys, and this is gonna apply to you because it doesn't necessarily have to be in the tattoo industry. But who's your favorite artist that you look up to?
Oof.
Let's start with you because it won't be tattooing. You may look up to like, yeah, fucking who painted Mona Lisa or something like that. Like you probably look up to a real. You look up to a real artist.
Yeah.
Michelangelo?
His name is Okafor, and he's a realism artist, and he's someone that I.
What's his medium?
He does like charcoal.
Yeah.
Canvas and
Yeah,
stuff.
canvas,
That
and
shit.
but his
That's cool.
realism is just so intense, and I know the realism. You know, I want to call it like an industry because I feel like it's just like a separate beast, but it's grown in popularity
Yeah.
so much.
You know what? I don't understand, like, artists that do that, like charcoal paintings and stuff. Like, if we do a portrait, all right, $1,000 portrait, those charcoal drawings are like $10,000 drawings.
Yes.
Why?
It'll take
Why?
a long
It's just
time.
charcoal.
It don't make sense.
One
the
of my
skill.
drawings. So you saw some of my realism pieces.
Yes.
How long would you think that I worked on those?
Like a month.
No, I want to.
I didn't see
if
how
many
you if you
hours.
calculated your hours, I want to say 40 hours.
Okay, so depending on the size, obviously, generally for a decent sized realism piece, you want to spend anywhere from about 100 to 300 hours, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yes.
I mean, it depends on your process,
Yeah.
of course. You know, everybody's different.
Yeah.
I spent 6 hours on that.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, so when you think about these people who are spending hundreds and sometimes even thousands of hours on these pieces,
Yeah.
it makes sense.
But I've literally seen like even like these new paintings. My boy Sean in Palm Beach does these paintings, and he does this amazing painting, and then like he'll fill the glasses with colored paint and put the painting up, and it drifts down.
yeah, I've
like
seen those.
I mean, that's definitely a skill and definitely an art. But like those are expensive ass paintings, but they are done in a day or so.
Yeah.
And like I've just never understood that regardless of how long it takes, shouldn't you pay more for something that's going on your skin forever?
I would. I mean, but that's my view as an artist, you know, because I see the differences. I have specialized in many mediums. I've done oil painting, charcoal, graphite, digital art, sculpting, you know, so many different mediums. And tattooing is the one I have saved for last.
No, yeah, you know what she's gonna have to learn?
It's different.
There's no backspace
There's
or
no-
erase in
Yeah.
tattooing.
Yeah.
There's no
Biggest
blending
difference.
with your fingers either.
Even just practicing and the couple I've done, I've already seen that where it's like there is no going back. You
Nope.
cannot erase. You might be able to cover it up later, but there's no erasing.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep.
All right.
That's the best
Time?
part of the permanency.
But
Who is your favorite artist you look up to?
I have,
Besides Kenny.
I have had, it's not even a tattoo artist, but it's an artist that I have been a huge fan of since I was 12. I have 2 of his pieces tattooed on me, actually. This one. His name is Alex Pardee. He does these like crazy watercolor, like monsters and stuff. They're so cool, and I've been obsessed with it since I was a kid. He does a lot of like the emo band that I would listen to.
If I find his work online, I'll post it right here.
I have books. I have books in my room of him. Like he's all over. I have 2 of his pieces on me. I still love him to this day.
Alex Party, okay.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Sky? Who's your favorite artist you look up to?
Dude, I honestly don't even know. Like I've been trying to think this whole time. Like I see so many things online and like I follow a lot of artists, but I guess I haven't even found that person yet. I don't know. Peter Lamosa, obviously he's local, but
Definitely my favorite local artist.
yeah.
I feel like I follow more of a certain style than
Yeah,
one
like
artist.
I follow more of a, like on
know?
TikTok I see these girls like the way they market themselves. I'm like, God, I wish I could be like that. Like
Amanda
the way,
Graves.
Yeah, the way they
Yes.
market themselves, the way they take videos of their tattoos, and like how they portray themselves. Like that's what I look up to. But there's like a lot of those people, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I look up to like how you put yourself out there, more than
Yeah.
just the art itself, I guess.
Like that, the tattoo shop in Fort Lauderdale we're always talking
Yeah,
about. They're
that's
so
the guy.
funny. They make all these
Yeah.
TikToks.
Yes.
They're
Oh, I
great.
love
That's
that.
amazing marketing.
Yes.
They're so
I-
funny.
I'm probably more jealous of
Are you
people
talking
like
about?
that.
Oh no.
I forget the
guy
name of
with
their
the
shop.
We're talking about.
Yeah.
The
They
guy
did
who
that
does like,
Scream video.
oh, you're walking in.
Yes.
Yeah. I think
Yeah, his name's
Josh or something
John.
like that. John.
He's the owner
I
of
know who
that
you're
shop.
talking about, yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
He's
I
cool.
look up to more people like that. But it's more of a variety. Like there's a lot of people like that I look up to.
I think as far as like social media goes, I really like Shine. Shine is a big TikToker and does the same thing I do, podcasts and stuff. That's kind of where I got this idea from. Thanks, Shine. Love you. But
There's also that guy. What's his name? It starts with like a G or something. He's got this like crazy.
well,
big
that's
stuff.
my artist I look up to is Ganga.
Oh, okay.
He's in California. Not only is his work amazing, but I love his mentality. His shop, he has one of the biggest shops in California, but he brings new stuff to the industry that was never brought. He's always looking how to expand. He does anesthesia now where
Oh my god.
they'll put you out. He only does celebrities. Post Malone,
Posty.
Lil Uzi Vert, stuff like that. Yeah. But he'll put them out and they'll get huge back pieces, 6 artists on them at one time.
Crazy.
But it's not that I like him just because of his art, but like just his mentality. Like to even think to bring that to the industry is mind blowing. And
Yeah.
their work is also amazing.
Because they
But
stand out.
yeah,
Like,
he gives trophies with it. When you get a tattoo from him, you go home with a trophy. Like he does stuff I've never thought of, and that's what I love about him. He's
Yeah.
always
That's a cute idea.
he's always a step ahead of the game, and that really makes him stand out. So
We start giving our clients like little mini trophies.
Like if they get
You made it through.
if they spend $1,000.
Just like a little thing that has like the cake logo.
Get a
It's just, like,
trophy.
little.
Yeah, a little plaque.
You get
Yeah.
$1,000 worth of
Plastic
tattoo.
one.
a golden
Doesn't even have to be
KT dildo.
Oh my god, you had to
Lord,
take
that's
it there.
exactly where it goes.
Queens.
Yeah, and there's
coin.
different levels. Like if it was over 1,000, you get the vibrating one, like to show it off.
Or give little cake
You set it down and it walks across
Yeah,
the
like
table
an AA meeting.
Yes, that's
Don't
exactly
they
what I
like
was thinking.
KT undies even like on the back?
Oh, those have been made.
I bet.
Yeah, I've seen them.
Jonah, you have a favorite artist you look up to?
You know, honestly, it's like I don't really know too many people like in the industry, but I guess like everyone here, I take really like all of you guys is what it is. Cause I get shit from like every single one of you guys, especially like Sky, cause I've known you like the longest. But every time I see you guys tattoo and like the more shit you guys do, I'm like, fuck, dude. It's like a contest in my head of like who's gonna be like top tier today, cause everyone always lays down the coolest fucking shit, and it's.
I think it's good to look up to people that are close, like locally and stuff in the shop, only because you're not just looking up to someone that doesn't see you. You're looking up to people that are living with you, and that helps you to grow and to learn from them.
Well, they also
Yeah.
see my progress, and so they hear them be like, dude, awesome. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, fuck, someone I look up to is like telling me good fucking job. And it's like, I remember the first couple months of tattooing, you coming over and being like, good job, dude. Like, oh my fuck. And it's like, I gotta do this. You're good now. Like, dude.
The lights shine down like,
Yeah, I relate to that. Like in the beginning, like if someone told you you're doing a good job, it just means everything to you.
all right, but I gotta tell you this. This is what I've learned owning a shop now. When people stop saying good job, wow, that's amazing.
You read my mind.
It's a good thing because imagine this.
Oh shit.
You're a wife, you and Deshaun, you know, you cook a good meal and he comes home and he's like, wow, that was amazing, blah, blah, blah. But if you were a chef and you cooked every night, he knows you're an amazing chef and he's not gonna say, wow, this is amazing again. Like, because now that's like, it's almost like expected. Like, we know you're an amazing chef.
Yeah.
So once you're doing good as an artist, running a shop and everything, less people say you're amazing, but to me that's more of a compliment because it's like,
Expected.
yeah, like, we know you're the best shop. We're not gonna
Yeah.
keep saying, good job, we're proud of you. So if I'm not saying it that often, that's a good thing because
It just
I
means
almost
it's
It
regular
fucked
at
with
that
me for a
point.
little
Like
while.
like you did last year you did your first color tattoo. I'm like, damn, Time, you did good. I don't say that shit no more because your color tattoos are all good now.
Phenomenal.
You know what I'm saying? So like
thank you.
that's something that you guys have to understand
That's
too.
your one compliment for the rest of the year.
Sold out.
What I was gonna say, I was literally about to say, you told me yourself, like, if I'm not saying anything to you, that is a compliment.
Because it's not negative. He's not saying you fucked up. So you're doing
Yeah.
just fine.
No, I've literally
Like-
had tattoos recently, and I'm like, I really hope maybe Kenny will say something good. It's like I get like crickets. It's like,
Oh,
it's
No.
okay.
But you know,
Yeah, because
good
it's
point,
like-
though, sometimes.
You've been doing that now consistently. So I'm like, good, this is my artist and this is what she does. But like, I would point something out if you did something I haven't seen yet and I'm like, wow, like something that stands out. But all your good work now is like, it's been consistent. I don't need to tell you that no more.
How about that chicken though?
oh, that's that.
chicken
That was a nice cock.
everything, dude.
That was pretty big too.
Biggest one you've seen.
Yeah.
Because I don't think I really do color like
And it was
that
colored,
so
yeah.
often.
It was like a nice, like neo-traditional.
I don't think you had a good guidance counselor guiding you on what colors to use and stuff. Shout out to Eternal if you want a sponsorship.
Please!
For the love of
And
We got
Quadrant!
13 artists.
Quadrant, we love you.
Yes.
Oh,
I'm tagging them, man. All 13 of my artists, I force Quadrant and Eternal on
I
them.
swear by them.
Anyways, all right, we're moving on to the next question now. After we get that sponsorship email coming in, shit. All right,
I won't say cock again.
what is the least favorite tattoo on your body? All right, this goes to everyone but you. Time. Out of all your tattoos, what's your least favorite
Oh
one?
God, I don't know because a lot of them I did myself.
They're all amazing.
No, they're not all amazing. But
You got a butter stick with wings on you.
that's one of my favorites. Jonah did that one. I love it.
What is your least favorite?
I think honestly,
It doesn't have to be bad quality. It just has to be.
it's probably my Pluto right here because it's fucking fucked up and it's also off center. And when I got it done by an ex-friend of mine, I told her it was not centered and she said, yeah, it is. And I was like, okay, well, I'm not gonna fight with you anymore. So I just let her do it and it's not centered.
People do that a lot too.
And that's why when I became a tattoo artist, I swore I would never do that to somebody. I will
I'm not
move it
gonna
a
lie, I
thousand
done
times.
provoked that one time, a couple times maybe. People want to move it. I'm tired of moving the same thing.
No.
I'm like, no, it looks straight.
If it's like a centering thing, that's I will do it as many times. If it's just like you're being nitpicky, I'm gonna like that's different. You know? As long as it's
Sky?
straight.
I feel like I have a few. Well, maybe just two.
Phew.
The biggest one I hate is this fucking butterfly.
I knew
on
you were
the
gonna
bottom.
say that fucking
Who did it?
butterfly.
We're gonna bleep it out. Just move your
No,
lips.
I used to work with her. Her name's Skylar.
Oh.
She's a good artist. It's just she was new. It's just the way it healed and like it's just like it's a blobber fly.
So why don't we
It's
black
cute
out
as
your
hell,
finger?
though.
No, they look a little better because you went over it. But I mean, there's no fixing that. It's just blob. And then the angel on my butt cheek. Hate it. Hate it so
Bigger
much.
bit on that one.
It's the word angel.
It's the word angel,
Not an
yes.
angel.
But it's done like a
And clarify, you hate the tattoo, not your butt cheek.
no, I don't hate my butt cheek. It's just because the person that did it just like went too deep, and it was just like parts that were supposed to be like pointed, they're like rounded. It's just like, and it blobbed a little bit. It's just so dark and ugly. Like
It
And
sucks.
Finn,
yeah,
wasn't he an
Is
apprentice?
that another bleep?
yeah, he was kind of new.
So, do you sometimes feel like maybe the blame's on you? I'm just, for future people, like, if you go in a shop, let an apprentice tattoo you and you hate it, isn't the blame half on that person
I
too?
guess so,
Due
but
diligence,
in my
yeah.
mind
Yes.
at that time, I did that same tattoo on someone else, and it looked good. So, and he had been tattooing a little longer than me, and I was like,
But everyone's different.
That's why it's
I
important
guess.
to look at people's work.
yeah, I had.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I had been
Honestly.
tattooing like a month at the time, like literally brand new. I didn't know.
Yo, I
that
didn't
much.
research my artist, and they fucked up my first tattoo twice. It's Skylar.
Oh shit!
What is your first tattoo?
The darling, the A was a U, and the fucking G was a Y, dog. And I'm like, how do you do that twice?
Oh yeah. that's
Like,
right.
literally spelled it wrong or just looked
No,
wrong?
like spelt it wrong. There was no ink in that fucking area. And I was like, bro. And then when I went back to, not gonna name the shop, the whole time the boss was right over, just pissed the fuck off.
Oh.
And
Oh,
I wanna name
that.
I know the shop.
Oh,
Name
yeah.
drop. I'm just kidding.
No, it's not
I'm
the
just
one I
kidding.
worked at.
start with a G, ends with Ella's. Not gonna go
Bad fellas.
Whoa, really?
All right, I'm gonna say that my least favorite tattoo, I don't regret none of mine because I feel like that's your character. Even when I was tattooing myself with an electric toothbrush when I was younger, I don't regret those because like that's who I am. But like I thought it was funny when I was younger. I got "don't shoot" on my arms. I got "don't" and then "shoot." Bro, this was this was before the hooded kid who got shot, whatever his name was.
Trayvon Martin.
Yeah, dude, this was literally like 20 something years ago.
He old.
But we were literally, me and my homeboy were drinking, and I'm like, bro, I had my homemade gun, and I'm like, can you put "don't shoot" on my arms? It sucked when he did it. And now it's just,
What's your least favorite?
I have to explain it. Like, you gotta explain, now I have kids and stuff, like, oh, don't shoot. Like, if a cop pulls you over, heh. Like, it's not so funny. It's not, it's just not so funny. It's not so funny no more.
Oh wow.
You know, that's the only reason why it's not my favorite. It's My tattoos, I have ones that are shittier quality, but I don't regret them as much as trying to explain like, oh yeah, this is, the most meaningless tattoo I have.
I remember seeing pictures of you when you had like no tats almost, and that was there.
That was one of
That's
my
funny.
first. So yeah. All right. This we can apply this to you because it can be applied outside of tattooing. But what is the craziest thing someone has offered you in exchange for work?
Oh.
So like, let's take it mediocre first. Like if someone said, "Hey, I want you to design something. I will, whatever."
Honestly, I can honestly say I don't think I've had anything weird.
Really?
So
Yeah,
you've
that's
only
shocking, actually.
your whole life you've only been offered money
Just you wait.
for any
Yeah.
type of work.
Yeah, I mean, I've done some bartering, but only like in a professional capacity.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, well, I'll design your business cards if you do
my
something-
video shoot,
yeah,
yeah.
or something like that. Like, but nothing's been like personally.
The tattoo industry, we draw in the weirdos. It's weird. I've done like, when I worked at my old shops, I've had people that have said, "Yo, I'm really broke," and I had a newborn son, and they've offered me cans and cans of formula.
Oh wow.
And when you have a newborn, them formula cans are $60 a can.
Yeah.
So you're like, well, let's do it.
Yeah.
So you do draw in, because this is what I feel like. With getting tattoos, I feel like it's an addiction. Some people are really doing it to help heal stuff that they're feeling inside. So they're willing to say, "Yo, I just need a tattoo. Will you take my TV? Will you take my baby formula? Whatever." I feel like we draw in a different crowd than as if someone who pressure washes driveways, someone's not going to call them and say, "Hey, I really need my driveway pressure washed. Will you take some baby formula?" It's a little different. So we do draw in a different crowd. Time, what's the craziest thing you've ever been offered?
I had an old man offer me cocaine the other day.
That's magical.
Like literally last week.
Was that night you stayed up till 3 a.m.?
No.
Yeah.
She's like, "Kenny,
but
you
he
mind if
did-
I stay
No,
overtime?"
no, thank you.
I swear I didn't take the cocaine, but I did work an extra 6 hours that day.
I don't know what kind of
No.
I
No.
did Windex all the windows.
I can't say what I want to say.
No, say,
Yes, you can, 'cause I can delete
No, I can't. Oh well, no, I don't trust you.
She's gonna say, "I took it." All right.
No, not that. No. I was just gonna say that's what I used to do.
Oh.
I used to clean my
I mean,
whole
if we're gonna
house
be real.
until
My whole
6 in the
house on
morning.
coke.
If we're gonna be real, we've all done it.
I swept my
Besides
entire
Lisa.
backyard.
God damn time.
My entire backyard.
Yeah.
Cut that out.
I mean,
No.
it's not bad to have a past. I fully embrace my past.
I'm 16 months.
We've all
sober.
been there. So I'm 16 days sober as well.
So I said fine.
Oh, that's what I said.
Yeah. Me.
No, I'm definitely sober. We all know that. But again, I've had a past and I embrace that. And I love having a past because I can relate to people and guide people and stuff like that. So anyways, we're getting way off topic. But yeah, I mean, I feel like I know who you're talking about now.
Wait, what are you talking about?
delayed.
Oh, the guy.
Yeah.
Damn, it took him that long.
I know the exact guy.
Old guy. I told you about it. He smelled like a
No,
fucking
you didn't tell
booty
me he
cheek.
offered it. You don't. Yeah.
He had it in his hand.
He had it in his hand. He said, "Do you do cocaine?"
Yeah,
I was like,
offered
"No, put it away, please."
Yeah, I don't do that cut shit unless it's pure. No, but yeah. Oh my God, that's crazy. Guy, what's the craziest thing you've been offered?
I mean, I did a tattoo for a McChicken one.
No, you didn't.
That's not even crazy.
Bro, that
That's
doesn't even
normal.
pay for your supplies.
Fine, it was
Okay.
for break.
Have you had a McChicken?
Yeah.
Right? I
the
was
spicy
hungry.
McChicken bundle with the small fry though, bitch.
Good.
Too
With
bad.
the, you gotta get the electric Sprite.
Bro.
I mean,
So like, was this person already coming for an appointment and then you're like, they're like, "Oh, I can't make it because I'm broke," and you're like, "Bring me
no,
McChicken."
it was an artist here. It was Brie.
Oh, it was Brie. Yeah.
Oh, so Brie just paid her
Yeah, I did a little tattoo
McChicken.
for
That don't even
McChicken.
count.
Yeah, I know.
It kind
I
of
know.
don't count.
I feel like
Damn, that's the day she brought me the free McChicken.
I feel like it's Steve with the flux.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh,
I have a client. He's like
We
family
love
to me.
Steve.
He bought me my tattoo machine, and I did tattoos on his wife to pay
He
for it.
He's not a
upgraded your
sugar
tattoo
daddy, though.
machine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that machine though is fucking.
Allegedly.
Saved my
Yeah,
butt.
Steve's fire. He's a cool ass dude. Hey, shout out to your boss though for like
Yes.
taking the cut on half of that.
Yeah, so like price of the tattoos, but that's also.
But I don't think that's
for
crazy.
me.
I think that's like him investing in your craft.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
He believes in you.
He wants
Yeah.
good tattoos on himself from you.
Yeah.
So.
yeah, I
Yeah.
think offering coke is crazier.
Yeah.
Someone's like offering jewelry, and you know,
Yeah.
I've had.
I mean, I had someone you remember offer to fix my car for a sleeve.
yeah.
Bruh.
Yeah.
No, I've had dude. I ain't gonna lie. Before I owned this shop, I got ripped off before. Back in the day, when someone offered me a cell phone, showed me it working and everything, I did the tattoo. I got the cell phone. When I went to connect it, it was like blacklisted. Like it was listed as a
Stolen.
stolen phone. I could
Bruh.
not connect it.
Oh
Damn.
my God. That's fucked.
Yeah.
Wow.
That sucks.
But the craziest thing, I mean, that's probably the craziest. I mean, I've done a tattoo in exchange for a threesome.
Oh my god, Kenny.
What?
That's
Well, I mean, it's kind of the reverse. It's
Oh
like
my
we were
God.
already having threesomes, so I was like, "Don't worry, I'm."
I don't want to talk about this.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
My dad has sex. It's disgusting.
Stop calling me dad.
Papa. Not Papa.
Jonah, you're fairly new. Have anyone offered you anything crazy, bro? Jonah.
He gets
Fucking
shit
get-
all the time.
No.
I don't know
Yes.
what Jonah has some incentive program, but every fucking person brings him food. My fridge is full of bagels right now. From
Bagels? Wait, more bagels?
Dude, the fucking craziest was this dude, terrified, I don't even know his fucking name, biggest guy I've ever tattooed in my life, offered me all types of fucking drugs, pulled out 3 different bottles, goes to not face the camera, turns right to the camera. I'm like, you fuck. And I'm like, why would you even do that? He's like, bro, if you can hit me up with like people, I'll give you 5 Adderall per person. I'm like, that's a good deal if I did Addies. But I'm like, I don't do drugs, dog. I was like,
If you work at the health department, close the video right now.
no,
Sure, for real,
review
yo.
it. This is evidence that we don't take it.
I mean, dude, if he would have like offered me that shit before the tattoo, I would have had to like politely like decline, like please get the fuck out of here, because that's like not cool with me. I don't like drugs being inside the shop like that.
Yeah, he's like, how do you accept payment? Cash, Cash App, Zelle,
Adderall.
Addies. He just like slips it in there.
It's so weird. 'Cause he didn't even offer it as payment. He was just like, so
Bro,
weird.
I feel
was
like-
whoa.
I feel like I know
Man.
people that would take like perkies in exchange for
Oh,
a
no, that's
tattoo.
fucking
100%.
retarded,
No, the lady at my old shop that passed away, I heard so many stories about her doing so many tattoos for drugs. Like,
Dude,
all the time.
Money is fucking the best
Yeah,
drug.
'cause
Honestly, I
I-
can go buy drugs with money. So.
I would tattoo a lot of these people, and they were like kind of cheaping me out, and it made sense once they told me, like, yeah, I used to give her pills for tats.
They're not
And I'm
used to
like,
paying actual money.
Yeah, and I'm
Just-
like,
But this is what
no.
this is what people don't understand. Like, I'm going off topic, but they don't understand it's about money. Money is just a point system for goods.
yeah.
Like, people are back in the day. People exchanged corn and cattle, and then they made this currency so that you can say, "Oh, my cattle, I can't bring it to you, but it's worth this much currency, and I'll give this to you. You could later get the cattle." So
That's what receipts
let's
are.
say you were someone who buys drugs, and someone said, instead of me giving you this currency and then you go buy drugs, I have the drugs, I give it to you directly.
You just skip the
Same thing.
middleman.
If I was planning to go grocery shopping tomorrow, I knew I'm spending $100, and then someone came for a $100 tattoo, but they had all my groceries I was gonna buy, I would do that.
It
Yeah.
makes it feel like the groceries are free.
Yeah.
Girl math.
Right.
Yes.
Because I'm only skipping the middleman out. The money that you're gonna give me, now I gotta go shop and pick it up and exchange that. You're just skipping all that and giving me the exchange.
I guess I live like life day by fucking day, so I don't ever have that plan of like I got this money set aside for that shit. Like to me, it's like I need money now in case shit might happen later. Like fuck your drugs, fuck the groceries. Like I need that cash, dog.
True. Money's like a cushion that you can say, well, I was gonna do $100 in groceries, but now I'll do 80 because I need 20 for my gas
Yeah,
tank.
you have leeway
Yeah.
with it.
Yes.
I've done a tattoo before for Jonah for him to clean my car.
Oh yeah, I've done that too.
That's
little
that's
trade-off.
Jonah's other job. If y'all do need
Yeah.
car detailing,
Yeah, y'all, for real.
all right. This is again. Well, again, we're gonna apply this to you first. Is there a character or something you've tattooed over and over that never gets old? And is there something that you've tattooed over and over that you're tired of? So instead of tattooing, is there something you've designed over and over that you love designing and you would keep doing it? And is there anything you've designed over and over that you're tired of doing?
So I think the thing that I've done the most is probably the female form. And that is one that I will always do forever and ever and ever.
I feel that.
Like you mean just designing a body from scratch, or you mean editing someone else's body?
In any medium, in any way. Like, so it could be, because I do all kinds of mediums. So it could be photography, love it. Could be traditional, like just drawing, love it. Generally, in realism, you work from a reference, so,
Right.
You are your own reference, for a lot of the time. I've noticed that about a lot of women, like they'll learn to draw by drawing other women or like other like women's faces and stuff. That's how I started.
Exactly where
So
I
you
started.
you love the female body.
I do. I think that it's beautiful. Yeah.
Me,
Time loves it in a different way.
that makes two of us.
See me afterwards.
Okay, let's move on. I'm getting sweaty.
It is hot in here.
No, but that's probably one that I'll never get tired of. There's always stuff to learn with anatomy. There's always ways to, get better and better. As for tattooing, I haven't really done anything repeatedly yet because I'm so new. So.
Because with drawing, you can kind of choose what you draw.
Yeah,
So.
and there's so much shit with tattooing. Like, you can have a female body, but I want portrait, I want realism, I want color, I want anime, I want cartoon.
So many different variables.
Well, how the hell do you want the female body? Like, there's so many different.
Yeah, but I think, I don't know, I've never been an artist who has done any like cartoonish style stuff. So for me, I think I kind of dread it. And I know I'm going to have to do a lot of it. And so I've been trying to practice it. I am getting a little burnt out on it. I'm like, if I have to do one more line, like I'm getting all lined out. So I'm trying to move on to some realism.
I love that she loves mag work. Like
That's
she's
great.
Like, fuck lines,
Dude,
Like,
when she hit me up and said, look, I never tattooed before, but I want to skip all the line work tattoos. I want to go into realism. I'm like, bitch, are you high? Like,
who do you think you are?
Yeah, I'm like, I would have liked the same thing, but it don't work that way.
shows you her work. I was like, oh, never mind.
And then she sent me that eyeball. I'm like, how the fuck did you do that? Time. What are you tired of doing?
I don't know. That's honestly a hard question. I feel like more than anything,
I know what you hate.
Well, what does she hate?
Negative shading.
And clouds.
I heard you say that shit.
Somebody
today.
asked me for that today. I was like, yeah, I'll
And
do
you're
it.
like, it'll look like shit.
No,
I
I
don't even
just
know
hate
why
it.
negative shading is popular. Like, I hate that too.
think
The
it
negative
looks
words.
like shit.
It's
honestly.
coming back
Like,
into.
I'm cool with the negative words if you have the flower background with the negative
Yeah.
word. But I hate when people bring me that negative word with the black background.
black.
I'm like,
Yeah.
Why?
yeah.
I just am not a fan. I just think it's very much like
Like, I get the gist of.
I hate to say the word like hood or ghetto, but it is.
You know what I adapt to hating? Trends. It can be any style.
Yeah.
But I don't care if it's a word style like the new let them
Let
shit
them.
going
I
around.
would just
or
say that too.
if it's the infinity sign
Yeah.
or the laugh now cry
I
later
think let
faces.
them is the new infinity
Bro,
sign.
when a trend is going around and everybody starts getting it, that's when I hate it. Like, I hate it only because you're doing this because it's popular.
I've noticed that people will see this thing on the internet and they think that they're the only person on the internet that have seen it. They're like, wow,
Yeah,
this is such a great idea.
Yeah.
And then
YOLO.
they come and get
You know,
it.
you and your grandma has all.
Yo.
the same fucking
Yeah.
like,
When YOLO came out, everyone's like, wow, that fits my life perfect. You only live once. That applies to fucking everybody.
I did a yellow tattoo like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, we all
Damn.
only live once. But everyone wants to get it.
YOLO's a meme now. I think it's funny now.
Yeah, but
You only die once, though. Shitty, you know.
yeah.
Yodo.
Or refuse to fucking
Yep.
sink. Like, come on. This is,
Bug
bro.
me.
You want to know what trend I hate? Refuse to sink with a fucking anchor. Like,
my God,
anchors
that makes no
fucking
fucking sense.
sink.
It should be a floaty.
Yeah. I literally have thought about getting like a turd on me that says
Turd.
refuse the stink, just to be different.
Oh my god,
That's
that's
fucking
funny.
awesome.
That's funny.
But literally, I hate that trend because it says refuse the sink and it's an anchor and everybody's doing it.
And that makes no sense, to be honest.
What is something you'll never get tired of?
Anything American traditional. I love it. Forever.
That's your favorite.
I don't know. There's not like one thing I can say. Like, I don't know. I just love a whole style in general that I'll never get tired of. You know, I feel that
Okay.
way about black and gray.
So
too.
let me ask you this: since you're now transitioning into full color pieces and stuff, when you first started, you didn't like American traditional because that wasn't really your style. Now you're doing a lot of like full color American traditional. Do you feel like you'll grow out of it? Let's say you learn to do portraits really good.
Yeah.
You feel like, oh, I don't like American traditional now. Now I like portraits.
Yeah, we ever find
Do you feel like it'll change?
Well, I never hated it because it was something that I would draw in my sketchbooks when I was in high school and middle school. Like, I've always had a love for that style specifically. But, I mean, you never know. I could grow out of it. Next month, I could be like, I'm tired of this. If I do enough of them, you know. I might, because right now I'm kind of into more horror. I like scary stuff and like that. To American traditional is kind of on the back burner for me as far as what I'm pushing and what I want, but it's still like what I love. Like, it's still like
Can I get you to do like
my
a,
number one, I guess.
horror like pinup girl, like traditional horror?
that would be
That'd be
awesome.
fucking awesome.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Like, fuse the two. Maybe that'll be my new Amanda
That could be your
Graves
new
type
style.
shit. Like,
Bro,
you know,
that's the key
It
to
is-
blowing up.
With that-
Yeah,
with
for
that
real.
fucking
Creating a
stippling
unique
that you
style.
do, though.
I love to stipple.
Yeah, man.
I love it.
Sky, is there a tattoo you've done over and over that you hate, that you're tired of doing?
Tribal.
Period.
God damn!
Period.
I was waiting for my turn, and I was gonna say the same thing.
But
No,
Kenny,
I
you're so
just
good
hate
at
it. Like, I will never.
You know what I hate the
Something
most
else I
about
just-
tribal is that clients think it's easy. So they're like, oh,
It's just some lines.
it's just
no.
it's just black, just solid black.
No, I hate that it's like they'll just stick any fucking tribal thing they find on Pinterest, and it's like, do you like?
You know what that
a lot of
means?
the
Like-
times,
It's
like,
supposed
yeah,
to
it has
mean
a
something.
meaning.
And the difference with tribal from other tattoos tattoos are copy and paste. We're making a stencil and sticking it on you. Tribal, you gotta flow with the person's body. You almost
Yeah.
have to draw
Yeah.
it by hand.
Yeah.
But on top of that, we're so focused on our saturation when we're doing it. People think like, oh, you're just doing these pointy lines and stuff and coloring it in. It's not coloring it in. It's
Solid black
It's
is
packing
hard.
it in.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
a motherfucker.
Yeah, people will think like, oh, it shouldn't cost that much too, because there's no
bitch, it
detail.
costs more.
Yes.
No, you're
It's like-
using so much ink.
It's like coloring it in with like a marker on a coloring page, but me telling you color it in, but don't have those lines. Like when you color with marker,
Solid.
those lines aren't
Yeah.
possible.
You gotta go very slow,
Yeah,
little
and
circles, little
Yeah.
rakes.
Black is possibly the hardest thing you'll ever like pack in your life.
well,
when it comes to a tattoo.
maybe bright yellow.
Well, you know that. No, I mean, like an evenness.
Like
So I-
greens and yellows.
I
suck.
100% agree with you on that. Tribal,
Yeah,
I'm in the
same.
same
we do a
boat.
lot of like.
I hate it.
Polynesian,
But
But
yeah.
Polynesian's different because
Yeah.
It's a little more
tribal is
interesting.
mass solid black packing.
That's it. Like,
Yeah, I hate it. Now, is there
Yeah.
something you will never get tired of?
definitely girl faces, women faces.
That's her thing.
I've noticed that.
I
That
agree
is
with
like
her.
your
With the
style.
note.
It's
You-
cute,
love it
yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
When I
like
was
demon
younger,
girls.
when I started drawing, I always would draw eyes and
Me
faces,
too.
like
Yeah,
always.
same.
Like even like with makeup, I got I guess the what's the word? The muscle memory of like just the eyeliner and
Yeah.
like, the eyebrows and just like
What about for you two, artistically? I was taught this way of faces, like with the line, the eyes go here. Do you guys use that? Like,
Yeah.
do you
Yeah.
use it when you're on?
yeah,
Absolutely.
Shit, I don't.
Oh, always.
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 Like
And
when I was
Sorry.
no,
you go.
when I used to just draw more, I was a lot like her. I would only draw like realistic things. And
me.
tattooing definitely changed that though. Like
Same.
it's hard to do realistic on paper versus on skin.
You know what's hard for me? You know when you go to the fair and there's people drawing people, the caricatures, that is so
That's
hard.
fucking impressive.
Oh my
I like that better.
is
I
so
would never.
I feel like you
They are
can't
so
mess up.
talented.
I could.
So
never
when you're
do
doing
it.
a
Say it.
symmetrical face and you do those lines and stuff, I feel like, bro, don't mess up. This line and this has to be straight and the eyes have to be
Yeah.
the same. If I'm doing a character, I'm gonna make your nose fucking huge to cover this eye, so that like.
My brain does not.
No,
work like that.
my brain, I can copy and paste a picture.
Yeah.
Like you see the portrait of my sister's dogs that I have? It's literally a picture that she took, and it looks exactly like it.
I agree a lot with her about the cartoon thing. Like
It's
I
hard.
can't fucking draw a cartoon version of you or a cartoon anything.
Cartoonists are so talented.
I start out with the oval thing.
That was from a picture.
But yeah, like without reference, we're talking about that line thing. I've never really understood it. It didn't work for me. But with the characters, you just emphasize like, oh, you got small lips. I'm doing your lips extra small, and you got big ears. I'm making your ears huge.
Yeah, like I've tried taking a picture like of myself or just people I know and trying to digitalize it into like cartoon looking, but it always ends up looking realistic. Like
So when you
side.
when you do you like doing the girls' faces and stuff, do you mentally do that line thing and say, all right, the eye goes here, the mouth?
Yeah, it helps a lot for sure. Yeah.
I think it's like in the foundation, so it's probably you probably don't even think about it after a while because I know I don't, but you do.
Bro,
use that.
let's not talk. Bro, she's past that. She's like lines. I do bone structure and muscle mass. Like I know the cheeks have more.
Explain it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, anatomy is so important when you're drawing figures. And like, there's one thing I found out that a lot of people don't know about the difference between a female face and a male face is that males' eye sockets are farther in. And
really?
Yes.
Taught me something. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big. See, most people don't know.
Yep, they're more.
I know women.
And that's how you can tell.
The only thing I ever known is that the women anatomy, they never have the same size tits. I swear to God.
Yeah, lefty and righty are two different
the same
sizes.
size penis.
Oh no, one testy hangs lower than
but we only have one penis. I'm talking about women individually.
You only have one?
Some people only have one boob.
Oh, like
Yeah.
A uniform?
Oh yeah, that's every girl.
Yeah.
Wait,
I don't like that.
With the next
One nipple
But here's my question then. If no woman has this, their tits are different. Why don't they make bras like? Why are all the bras like?
Tell him, Kenny.
Yo, you should start a fucking.
Call Victoria.
One, Kenny.
Why are all the bras
What's
made?
the secret?
Yeah, call Victoria. Ask her because I don't know even.
Yeah, that seems unfair. Jonah, anything you're not tired of tattooing? That you love tattooing?
Just anything super small detail, like 3-liners. You know what I mean? 5-liners, super.
Fine lines.
Yeah, fine line
crazy.
shit, dude. It's my favorite. You know what I mean? The bigger pieces that ended up being fine line by accident type thing. You know what I mean?
What?
No.
Pardon?
Someone didn't tell me what liners to use in the beginning, so I just did everything in a 7, thinking that's how it worked. No, because I was told apprentices use a 7. That's what you're doing. And then
No, that's probably me. I do agree with that. I feel like apprentices shouldn't jump into small needles. It's harder.
It is a lot harder.
And so me not knowing exactly like needle weights or line weights rather, I was like, dude, let me just do this big ass piece without anyone knowing what I was doing, and I'll just decide what needles to use. And it was like a fucking 3 and a 7. So I did like a big fine line.
It's only permanent.
Single liners that you were doing.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah, the one.
Yeah.
Double-edged sword.
Glad we broke you out of.
Yeah. God bless.
All right, we're gonna wrap this up with this last question, and this is gonna be to everyone. We'll let you give input. I don't know. Whatever. Let me ask. What is the furthest someone has traveled to be tattooed by you? And what is the furthest that you would travel to get tattooed by your favorite artist? So I know it's not about tattooing, but what is the furthest or what's the biggest project you did for? What is the biggest person you've designed for? Have you designed for any movie companies or anything?
No. Well, I did do, in college, I did some work on a Star Wars scene.
Like the Star Wars?
Yeah. Like,
Not like Clay Star Wars on YouTube?
no.
We need to watch that.
Like, what did you do for them?
I did some rotoscoping.
Let them know. What the fuck is roto? Yeah. I thought
One myself.
I went to the doctor and got some kind of scoping the other day.
Scrotoscope, sorry.
It's tough to explain, but suffice it to say, it's very bottom.
Suffice it to.
It's the bottom
You're
of
fired.
the totem pole.
Oh my god.
when it comes to animation and work like that. But that's probably like the.
So did you designed you worked on a character for Star Wars?
It was more like things for a scene.
Like background?
Yeah, like compositing type stuff.
Okay.
That's pretty fucking
That's
awesome.
pretty cool, yeah.
Like, bro, when I hired you should have put that on your resume. I think that's
The
awesome.
digital aspect of Star Wars.
Yeah, I did anything for Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
But
Star Wars.
I think the furthest away, so my little sister lives in Montana and she has already asked me, she's got all these things she wants me to do and she's like, I want you to do it,
That's cool.
So I think that trip is probably going to happen. I don't know for her or for me, but that will, so that's my furthest away. And then I did do a drawing. It was actually just fan art. I did this drawing of Ronda Rousey,
Oh, cool.
and she shared it and it went viral. And
Rhonda shared it?
yeah,
That's
she thought it was a
cool.
photograph.
Oh
And
my
Stop
God, that's how
lying.
fucking
Why do
Can
I
you
feel
send
like
it
I've
to me?
seen this.
I've shown it to you, but I will. I'll send it to you.
All right, and I'm gonna post it right here. Here's the picture she drew. And time, the furthest someone has traveled to be tattooed.
I mean, I used to live in Palm Beach, so I've had several friends come from there. Maybe I have a family that I tattoo, and they came from Alaska. So they had family
fuck, you
members.
beat me.
Wait, no, well, it was just one of their family members that they brought with them to see me specifically. So
Oh, so
I
they
guess
were like
that
on
maybe
vacation.
that's it. Wait, what?
They were like visiting on vacation.
yeah, but because they get tattooed by me all the time. She
What's the
wanted
furthest
to.
you would travel to get tattooed by your,
Well,
if someone famous was in Canada, would you drive there to get tattooed?
if I really yes. If I wanted to, let's say they were like the most badass like Studio Ghibli and they could do my whole arm or something because that's what I plan to do. I would do that if I had the money for that.
Cool.
But the farthest away I've ever gotten a tattoo is New York City.
Yeah.
Like you went specifically for the tattoo?
No, I was there, but we stopped at a tattoo shop.
To walk in?
yeah.
That don't count.
Hey, I just wanted to sound interesting.
We get walk-ins all the time from people visiting from California.
Yeah, facts.
Whatever.
What about you, Sky? What's the farthest someone has traveled specifically to be tattooed by you?
I've had people who found me on TikTok that lived
Oh, yeah.
in there was one girl that came from Fort Lauderdale to Fort Pierce, and then there's a girl that found me that comes here from Claremont, which is like 3 hours, I
That's
think.
fucking wild to me.
Yeah, she makes the appointment. She drives the whole 3 hours just
love
to come
that.
here, and I'm like, that is amazing. Like, I have no idea who she is. She just found me on TikTok.
She loves your
and
work,
stuff.
though,
Yeah,
dude.
and I've had people message me. There's one that said they were maybe North Carolina or something. They wanted to come down here. I'm like, for me? Are you crazy?
You're famous.
What's the
guy.
furthest
Yeah.
that you would travel? Like, your favorite artist was in California. Would you drive there if they set
I
an appointment?
would.
Ooh.
I just drove 8-9 hours for a music artist that is my favorite. If it was
Yeah.
Yeah.
if I
It's
had
worth it.
someone that I adored the same way, as an artist, that much, I'd fly to freaking Japan.
Yeah, I was gonna say
If I
there's
could afford it,
there's
yeah,
people in
I would go anywhere.
Thailand that do these
Oh, dude,
crazy
the sickest
scratch
fucking
work.
tattoos.
It's
Even
crazy.
the Hawaiian style is,
Yeah.
is a thing that where they're doing it.
Yeah.
yeah. I
People
would do
travel
that.
just for that.
Yeah.
To Tao.
How I know you're fairly new, but I think people have come from Vero for you, right?
Yeah, no, I've had a few clients come from here repeatedly. Guess where I'm from, so they know me and all that fun
Right.
shit.
I mean, and that's great being a new artist. It took me a while to have people that travel, but being new and people are traveling from Vero.
It definitely feels good to know they'll set time aside just to come down here because it's not the craziest fucking drive, but it's a good 45 minutes, and so it's I
Yeah.
don't even want to make that drive sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm like, man,
It's even a little longer than that, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh, with traffic and shit.
I knew a lot of people in Vero too, so not all of them. Once I moved from Fort Pierce to here, not all of them
Yeah, it's
continued to make the
far.
drive. but
How
the-
far would you
Just
would
few.
you travel to be tattooed by someone that you adored?
Me and Time were talking about this actually earlier. And I don't even know if it's gonna happen or not, but I for sure fucking say for it to get my whole chest and stomach done for what I want. That shop out there in Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah, the one we were talking about earlier.
With the podcast and the TikTok
Yeah.
and all that. Dude, I would just love to go out there and even like bring like the whole shop, make like a shop thing or something. But dude, I would just
field trip.
love to
That's
get
what we were
blasted
saying.
out there.
Bro, shout them out. Who's the shop? Maybe we'll plan
What
something.
We
is
need to
that
find
shop
out what the
called?
name of
It's
them
fucking
are.
killing me.
But I just,
Oh,
I
they're not
just,
gonna take us now. You don't even
no,
know.
just cut that part out. But
Yeah.
we'll just splice it and make it sound like we knew it the whole time.
Yeah, we know exactly what the fuck we're talking about.
You know,
Fuck, what is this show?
Dude's name is John. He's the fucking
I don't-
best. John
'cause I don't think-
Caviar.
Oh, you're talking about the dude with the gauges that.
Yeah, no.
yeah, with
Yeah.
the blackout
Dude.
arm.
Oh yeah.
First of all,
You've seen
funniest
videos
fucking
of
content
him.
Yeah.
I've ever
God.
seen.
Well, I just don't think they say the name of the shop in the videos all the time.
But I
That's
honestly
why
feel
know
like
about
I
it.
haven't seen a lot of their artwork, but I've definitely seen the videos where they're like, "Oh, you wanna?"
Damn it, Woody.
Oh,
John Nelson
Dude.
Tattoo.
John Nelson.
In Fort Lauderdale. What's the name of the shop? Does it even say?
Maybe he took it off because people kept visiting.
Right.
No. All right, we'll look it up. We'll try to make some connections and see, like, what we can do.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah, there's
let's
John
make-
Nelson in
Let's
Fort
make
Lauderdale.
magic happen, John, because I want all this blasted, my guy. Come on.
Oh
Johnny-
my! That sound.
That didn't sound right.
Jody
Take
wants
that
his
back.
chest blasted.
Hey, you know what?
I would love to just
Fuck,
visit
you know what the
there.
fuck's
Yeah,
going
me
on.
too.
All right, so for me, before I owned the shop, I felt good when I was at. My thing was I became well known here, and then my friends and stuff moved to Tampa and Clearwater and stuff, and would make trips to visit their friends here, but say, hey, when I'm in town, I'm.
Yeah.
So I mean that made me feel special. But then when I opened the shop, I became somehow getting known in other states. When we did big events, Friday 13th, people came from, was it Michigan?
Oh, wait,
Like, they
I thought
literally
people drove
came-
from the Carolinas. I thought.
Yeah, they
right?
literally
Oh,
came
yeah.
for our event.
Yeah, for
And-
ours.
Wild.
That is
That
wild.
was wild. So like,
Oh,
I wouldn't say they came specifically for me, but I felt good knowing like, yo, I'm running a shop that these people came from the Carolinas and Michigan and stuff. They're on my Google review, the Michigan people, but they came literally for our shop. They weren't here on vacation, and I thought that was crazy. But I do have people all over the state of Florida that do come, not because they're like they found me and they live far and said I'm driving, but it's because they used to live here and they've moved and they won't go to another shop. And I love that. I love the loyalty. And the farthest I would travel, honestly, like if Ganga would somehow give me in his schedule less than $1,000, I would go.
so.
I would go get a Ganga tattoo. I want that damn trophy in my shop.
damn.
But yeah, I would travel all the way to California.
I would travel anywhere if they were somewhere, somebody that I.
Yeah, but
really
I mean, I'm a
wanted, you know?
felon. I don't know how far I can go without a passport. So that's a little different.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, I mean, I would travel pretty far. It's, Bolo Tattoos in Miami. His client travels from California. She got 4 $10,000 sessions from him. I don't know if he wants the price up there.
Holy
Dude,
shit!
that's
But,
fucking
bro,
wild
that was
right
in the
there.
convention.
$10,000
Bolo
session.
Arts.
Yeah, eat session.
That-
But
Crazy.
that's what it is. When you are that type of artist,
Whoa.
your clients will come to you. It's not about what shop you're going to guest in. Your clients just come to you.
Yeah.
So I'm willing to travel.
Times mine's blowing by.
$10,000.
right
No, the
now.
$10,000 sessions just
Right.
freaking.
We
wanna
showed
know,
that.
what
I
do
showed
you
that
get?
to you. It was 4 neck sessions, 40 grand.
Oh my god.
You gotta show me this.
God damn, I need to put the pictures up. They're right here. But Bolo Art, you're in Miami. Yeah, he's amazing. So anyways, we're going to try to link up and do something down in Fort Lauderdale. Anyways, that wraps it up for session 5. We're still new to this Kenny Tats Incorporated podcast. Best tattoo shop on the Treasure
Hey.
Coast. State-of-the-art facility, 13 artists, 4,000 square feet with a kids club. You can put your kids in here while you get
Hey,
tattooed.
forget about him.
Hold an iPad
Kids, bro.
and watch the kids on camera while you get tattooed.
fuck.
Not to
Yeah.
mention all the snacks and games and all that shit we got, but we do hold
Fucking scary.
the record for
Best tattoo shop on the Treasure Coast, baby.
Hey!
Day one, bitches.
And we've
Hey,
only
one.
been open less than 2 years, so.
Hey!
Who's better than us? Come on.
Okay, well,
Y'all hit us
A lot
up.
of people.
That's a wrap. 3, 2, 1. Oh, she's lost. Let's do it again. 3, 2, 1. Today we got Lisa in the building. You have no tattoos, correct?
oh my god. All right, relax. We're Target. We're Target.
Target.
But like on the red sale days, shit.
Like, all right, fuck, just do it. Who did it?
Fly.
We're gonna bleep it out. Just move your lips.
I used to work with her. Her name's
Best tattoo shop on the Treasure
Hey.
Coast. State-of-the-art facility, 13 artists, 4,000 square feet with a kids club. That's a wrap. 3, 2, 1. Oh, she's lost. Let's do it again. 3, 2, 1.